Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I am back with another episode, and we are still talking about health related issues. In today's episode, we are going to be talking about adult health, things that adults can do in order to protect themselves from different kind of diseases at old age. So today we have Mr. Benson Jalila, who is a nurse who's going to talk more about adult health. I am your host, Nes Nuenda. So if you want to know more, stay tuned. What are the most common complications affecting adults and how can they be prevented?
Yeah, that's a good question. And basically, we have several of them, common complications. So we can talk about diabetes,
Yeah.
hypertension, and we can also add asthma, heart disease, and the mental health disorders. Yeah, those are the common complications we can talk about.
In adulthood.
Yeah, that's basically in adults, but area like in infants and in neonates.
Okay.
Yeah.
So how can these diseases be prevented in adulthood?
Okay, this disease it can be prevented by changing like lifestyles.
Yeah.
It can be smoking, and smoking is most related to asthma. And we can talk about doing physical exercises. So physical exercises just helps an individual to burn out like excessive fats
Yeah.
in the body that can lead to something like high blood pressure, probably hypertension.
What role do genetics play in increasing the risk of complications in adulthood?
Talk about genetics. So there is some few diseases uh, that we include under genetics. The first one can be diabetes and the hypertension. So we can look at these two diseases. It's more highly genetic, like it can flow from parents
To the children.
to the children. Yeah.
So what role do they play?
What role?
Yes.
Okay. According to my perception,
Yeah.
I can answer like in this way. Diabetes and hypertension, it affects uh, adults like daily basis activities. This leads to dwindle like output. You know,
I'm sorry, what's dwindle?
dwindle. It's like to decrease. Yeah, each and every daily activity.
Mm.
So we can talk about it like uh, something like income. We can talk about an occupation. So if they are interact with these diseases, so it is so much so difficult to handle these such activities.
How do chronic conditions like diabetes, hypertension, or asthma impact daily lives?
Okay, so um, slightly it may affect like financially. So people who suffer from these diseases such as diabetes and the hypertension, they are more prone like they use a lot of money, like regular checkups, and will be physiotherapy, which include the lifestyle adjustment, you know.
Yeah.
And we got also talk about the medication management. So they used to buy medication to overcome these chronic conditions. Yeah, so partly it affect the financially. Yeah,
So you've only talked about the financial part.
financial part.
Yeah.
At this moment, I can say so.
So you are only going to talk about the financial part. No another part involved, like how they deal with such kind of situations in each and every single day lives. How do they cope with that diabetes or asthma or hypertension?
Do you know diabetes?
high levels of sugar.
Yeah. So they can overcome this problem by reducing sugary stuffs, you know, and the hypertension, as already said. This this condition probably is caused by uh, some cholesterol.
Sorry. What are the most prevalent mental health complications in adults?
So I'll mention three. Okay. First one can be substance abuse. So I will elaborate more about what does it mean, substance abuse.
Yeah.
So like as we already know that adults are breadwinners most of the times. Adults, basically male adults. You know,
Both.
both?
It can be both.
No. Okay, of course, but I'll choose male. Mm, and these individuals, are breadwinners. So there'll be other times that uh, things are not going well, like in terms of what source of income, like So since they have a what a huge role to play in the family, like to
Yeah.
feed
Children.
children and the other relatives. So if they fail to do so, they might fall into the use of drugs, and this may also include an anxiety and the depression.
Depression,
Yeah, these things are related. So I pumped into three things: depression, anxiety, and the substance
substance abuse.
abuse.
What resources are available for mental health support?
We have so many. We have so many. Okay,
Yeah.
but we can have support groups. Support groups. Do you know what it means? Okay, that's fine. Support groups. Okay. To elaborate more about this point, it can be the people you surround with, where they can be friends, they can be relatives, and other connections.
Yeah.
So they used to guide you with the ways you can fall into to overcome this like mental health, and we can also have mental health professionals, so this thing you can grab it to the hospital, you can visit on your own,
Yeah.
so you can get the more information. So maybe, okay, I'm Ines, so I can advise you to have regular checkups,
Yeah.
to know the levels, the mental health status. Yeah, so we have support groups and the mental health professionals. Yeah, that's the thing. And we can also have hotlines. Okay, we can talk more about like social medias.
Yeah.
We can use television to listen to the healthcare things, and you can go just Facebook and Telegram and any social media you prefer most to gather this information. This information is everywhere.
Yeah.
Everywhere. Yeah, that's it.
What are the most common infectious diseases affecting adults?
We have more. We have more.
Okay.
We have more, but I'll mention a few. So the first infectious disease that is commonly affect female Malawians is HIV, and you can agree with me.
Yeah, true.
HIV, and we have TB.
Tuberculosis.
Yeah, and we have malaria. So I'll explain more how these diseases is transmitted from one person to another, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay. We'll start with HIV. HIV commonly spread in Malawi through sexual contact, like uh, and you can have your partner and be kissing, you can't get HIV and AIDS, because this thing, uh, it basically transmitted through blood.
Okay.
So does saliva contain blood?
No, it doesn't.
Sweat?
No.
Tears?
No.
Yeah. So HIV is transmitted through blood. So you can agree with me, during sexual intercourse, it may happen that we can have a friction that may rupture the epithelial cells and genitalian parts, like so this build up like entry of these virus that causes AIDS. That's the most common mode of transmission of HIV and AIDS. And you can talk more about TB. TB is an airborne disease.
Yeah.
So we can get TB in crowded places. And we can talk more about malaria. I think you know malaria.
Everybody knows malaria. In Malawi, that is.
In Malawi. Yeah? So malaria, we have a consecutive agent that causes malaria. That is mosquito.
Yeah.
So there's no enemies that can transmit malaria rather than mosquitoes. So it's more important to use nets, mosquito nets, and you can also use mosquito repellents. You know that?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, it's like oil. So just smell all the bodies to distract these insects. Yeah. So these three diseases, HIV, TB, malaria, are the most common infectious diseases that affect adults.
What are the latest advancements in disease prevention and treatment?
As of now, we have a lot of them, but we can talk about immunotherapy. This is the commonest, latest advancement in disease prevention and treatment. So I will elaborate more what immunotherapy is. Immunotherapy, mostly us as the nurses, we used to give antibiotics to our clients, and we can use a vaccine. Yeah. So vaccine, it just helps to build up more antibodies. So we will encourage individuals to vaccinate either first. So when the outbreak popped up, there will be no any effect that might seem among individuals. So that's immunotherapy.
So it's basically giving patients vaccines in order to increase antibodies in our bodies.
Yeah, it's part of vaccine, and we have antibiotics. These are two things.
Yeah, they are totally different.
Yeah, vaccine.
Yeah,
we give you vaccine so that automatically the body will build up antibodies in the absence of diseases.
Yeah, or in the absence
of diseases. Yeah. So in antibiotics, the disease is already there.
It's already there.
Yeah, it's already there. So we give antibodies to fight those diseases. So it's kind of different with vaccine.
Okay, now I get it.
Yeah, that's it.
We all have similar infections, like kids, not kids, us in our early 20s, in mid 20s, late 20s, they can also face diabetes, TB.
It's quite so different among young ones and the adults.
Yeah.
Mostly the complications that fall under adults is chronic, like a long-term disease.
Yeah.
It have a long-term. While young ones, and we know most of the children they have a low sense of well-being. Yeah, okay. Basically, osteoporosis affect adult individuals. So, um, I'll elaborate the meaning of osteoporosis. So, osteoporosis is a medical term. It's a medical term. This means that an individual has bones which have holes. This is because as we grow old, there is a breaking down of bones. The aim is to release calcium. So the degradation of these bones may cause osteoporosis, which is common in adult health, and it's so much rare in children because with children we used to grow, so the bones to grow we used to have calcium, and you can agree with me, healthy workers advises some women to breastfeed their babies more than how many months?
6.
6. Are you sure?
Shouldn't it be 6?
Yeah, it's 6. It's 6 months to breastfeed. So the aim is in milk we have a high percentage of calcium. So this boosts up the growth of bone formation, hence leading to better growth of the children. And the others, we have limits in terms of growing, and you can agree with me. We have a certain age that our bones is no longer growing. Yeah, so that's what osteoporosis means. So
How can adults mitigate age-related complications?
okay, this thing we can talk about healthy lifestyle. Adults, they can do physical exercises, and we know so physical exercises helps to have strong bone. Yeah, okay. And we have physiotherapists. They are ones that are much concerned about this such kind of complication called osteoporosis.
Yes.
So we used to encourage others to do physical exercises, like they can go to gym and they can jog like manually. Yeah, so it may mitigate the incidence of osteoporosis.
What are some rare or lesser known complications affecting adults?
We have autoimmune disorder. Autoimmune disorder. Okay. This is the degradation of immune system of the body.
Yeah.
Okay. As we grow old, basically the immune system become less impact upon the activities of the body. Do you know the reason?
No.
Okay. In children, we have high rate of metabolism compared to
Old people, adulthood.
yeah, exactly. So we can give, for example, we can give a banana to children and an adult, but the metabolic rate will be different. The way this food will be broken down inside the body. So we know that food gives us an immune system, so if there is less metabolism in adults, and automatically they will have less impact of immune system in their body compared to infants, neonates, or we're going to talk about children and adolescents. So this complication is very cause us as nurses we encourage these individuals to do physical exercises. So physical exercises, it also help to boost up the metabolic rate, like
Yeah.
So as we keep on encouraging the others, so will be have layer will be less complications that will affect others. That's why these complications is the layer because it's preventable.
Oh, so they're rare because they're
Yeah,
preventable.
they are preventable. We
Okay.
can mitigate them.
What are the latest research finding on complication prevention or management?
Talk more about personalized medicine, you know,
Okay,
and
that's
the personalized medications.
yeah.
Things are still changing, you know, and I can give one example of HIV drugs. Uh, the HIV drugs uh, which we are using at this moment is so much different to from what old people used.
Yeah.
You know, I can use the word pathogens. Okay, pathogens are causing disease organism. You know,
Yeah.
so these pathogens they're used to change their genetic makeup as time goes. You know, so the thing is they try to escape the the use of medicine. You know, so we used to personalize medicine in terms of how the pathogenesis of the pathogens is. So as time goes, we're still changing the medicine to dwindle these such kind of complications. These third one is latest research at this moment.
What innovations or technologies hold promise for complication treatment?
Okay, innovation and technology.
Yeah.
Worldwide, we have one common, which is AI. AI technology.
Hmm.
I hope you know it.
Everybody knows AI.
Yeah, that, you know. Okay, so in AI, uh, we use something like robots. Okay, in simple term, I can say computers, because a robot is a computer.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we use devices that a computer may operate on its own without the effort of
Humans.
yeah an individual. So we just set like protocols that these AIs and robots and computer may operate on its own, you know. And we have one one greatest way to achieve, which is head exchanging.
Head exchange.
Yeah, head exchanging. So this process it can be done manually by a human being. We use AIs. So the thing is, where and two individuals they can exchange their heads. Yeah.
When you mean heads, you mean minds, right?
No, 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 the whole head, the actual head.
That's impossible. One would
I
die.
can have your head, and you can have my head.
Please tell me
So
you mean minds. My you thinking like me and me thinking like you.
yeah, that's the greatest AI we are developing. It's not done yet, yeah, but we try to develop it. So this process, as I already said, can be done with individuals. We use computers. Do not reason. Okay.
No?
Uh, in terms of rate like speed of this process, is so much different how an individual manually can do compared to what a computer can. You know, so according to it, so that's why we are developing an AI to achieve head exchanging, like and under AI we can also use in heart transplants, in kidney transplants.
I thought those things were already being done.
Yeah, okay. This process can be done manually by individuals, but according to percentage, 50% can survive because of the okay. This process needs a greater speed to cope up with blood vessels to connect and whatsoever,
Yeah.
and and the heart has a huge number of blood vessels. So during heart transplant, we used to connect these blood vessels, so it may take longer. The the results will be poor. So we used to use AI computer. So these machines, they can work in a faster rate, hence mitigate these complications that.
And that's it for today's episode. I hope you have enjoyed and gained more knowledge on adult health. Until next time, I was your host, Nesrina.